Hello, this is Bleeding Tree Gaming.
Hello!
I'm the Autumn Witch.
And I'm Amy, aka Warp Fiend.
I'm still Peter.
That's good to know. So last week we had a look at how one might get a hold of the Space Marine side of the Leviathan box. For those that weren't able to get it. So let's have a look now at the Tyranid side and see what we think might be available. Oh, we do love a bug. I mean, I'm not.
I like that the Leapers are on their own, but that's not what you're gonna show us next.
Now, I'm not as au fait with the bugs as I am with Space Marines. My thing with Space Marines goes back like 3 decades. Tyranids is more of a, oh, that model looks cool. I'll grab it and paint it, and not paint it for like 6 or 7 years.
I like the bugs because they're not Space Marines. Oops, I said the quiet part out loud.
I had a bunch of second edition Tyranids. They were part of my stuff that got stolen years ago, and oh god, I've always wanted to get back in, but I haven't been inspired by most of the models that are out up till now. These are sorely tempting me.
Yeah,
just go over to Tammy's house and take them when she's not looking.
Yes, that's the way.
She would have to win them in battle.
I'm not convinced you'll notice them missing.
Oh, I plan to paint these up. I'm going to add the ones that I bought
I'm not
ages
convinced
ago.
you'll notice these missing.
I will notice. I am a hoarder.
Yes.
I freely admit that I am a hoarder.
And I'm not convinced you will notice these missing.
Okay. So whilst you plan your devious thievery, let us go to, where is it? There we go. The
best boy.
Prime.
The Prime boy.
Prime. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
Tammy.
Metroid Prime, only a Tyranid.
Tammy, press the F11 button.
There we go. Thank you. I'd completely forgotten all about that. Now everyone's seen how I've got my text.
We can see the links to all your BBC articles.
Yeah.
That is British Broadcasting Corporation, and not the other form of BBC that is more
Okay. Don't think there was any need to specify that, but there we go.
No.
So, Tyranid Prime.
Tyranid Prime, yeah, and he is I say he. I mean, it's a.
It, them.
I mean, if it has an ovipositor, then technically it's a. Most of these bugs should be female if they go by the whole hive thing, parallel with bees and wasps and all the other ants and stuff. But yeah, so that's with the skin painted and everything.
It's a cool model. We've seen it many times now. It was the first one that was revealed out of these.
Yeah.
Looks good. Single sprue.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be. Well, it's definitely going to be like one of the HQ units in the like the basic starter sets. But I don't think we'll be seeing this as a separate release. For the same reason that I don't think we'll be seeing the captain as a separate release for the
makes sense. There'll be lots of them around. They'll be in like whatever the next equivalent of Imperium magazine is, and
I mean, it'll be easy. It'll be easy to get them. You've just got to buy a box with them in. Which, I mean, the way I'm feeling about it, it's like because I'm like collecting both armies, I might grab those boxes anyway, so that I can have some more like Terminators and stuff, and Termagants and more of this dude.
Cool.
But yeah, so there he is. Now, the Brain Bug and the Screamer Killer are sharing sprues.
Now those are the two biggest models in the box, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure how big the Psychophage is, but we'll get to that one. I think that's the next one.
I haven't seen that one in person.
Yeah.
So that makes the Brain Bug and the Screamy Bug the super best friends.
Yeah. You've got the little tokens there for the
Oh, I love them. They're so cute. I love that little animation of them dancing.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, there's two big models on this sprue, and they fit on one sprue. So
yeah, like those are two cool models on the same sprue.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the best sprue ever.
Yeah.
I think they continue to a second half sprue.
Oh, is
or
there
second
more?
normal sprue.
Do they? No, that's the Psychophage.
And is that the whole Psychophage then? It could be.
Yes, it is. The entire Psychophage.
Yes.
So I think that the Psychophage might end up in one of those kits as well.
I think it's going to be the other HQ.
Yeah.
They'll have the small HQ, and then they'll have the medium and large HQ. And if we put the Tyranid Prime as the small HQ, then the Psychophage would make a medium and large HQ.
Yeah.
They did refer to him as a leader, at least once, when trying not to say whatever the hell they're trying not to say in the Las Vegas talks.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that will be. I mean, obviously, I don't think this one will be a like an individual release, but it will be available in those kits. So eBay, you'd be able to pick them up pretty.
It's a really low number of parts for such a complex model.
Yeah,
it's quite impressive.
It is. I mean, they've really got it.
Mm-hmm.
Really got it down to a fine art now.
Oh, absolutely.
The way they divvy them up onto sprues, and to have such big creatures on like a single sprue.
So it's cool. The sort of fun test will be how does it like wiggle or wobble once it's put together. I've got some of the Stormcast with wings that are held up on ribbons, and they're flopping all over the place. And I had the same problem with some of the earlier Night Haunt. But then the later things, like the guy with the cross or the torture rack on his back, stays in place fine. So if this one stays in place fine too, yay!
I mean, it looks very much like stuff like the Venom Crawler and the Bloat Drone, like I'm thinking specifically. And those are perfectly well engineered ones. So hopefully,
I'm not saying don't get it. I'm just wondering whether it'll be to put together.
I will say it doesn't excite me as much as the last sprue did. It's good.
Yeah,
good model, great model.
The last sprue, that is absolutely
gorgeous.
Praise.
And this dude.
Yep, those are the two stars of the show for me.
Yeah.
Angry with a tail in an inopportune position.
And I think that the best bet for those will be eBay after Leviathan actually.
Oh, they're already
those two. It might be
so.
eBay. Those two, it also might be getting them off the whatever they call the white box version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or ordering them through your friendly local game store if that's still allowed.
I was tempted to part buy just this Screamer Killer on eBay last night, and I thought, I'll wait till it's actually come out and see if prices drop a little. But it was like £27, not much.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people buying the box and selling off the half that they don't want. It's not just. I mean, at the moment, it's mostly going to be like the scalpers who are basically taking pre-orders on, horrendously overcharged versions of a box they don't yet have. But
yeah.
If you want some fun, go on eBay and start reporting all the scalpers that are saying in the description they don't have the kit yet. That is a violation of eBay's terms of service. You can report them, and eBay will pull down the ad, but still charge them for it.
Nice. So next we're on to the Von Ryan's Leapers. They're basically
the
mini
proper
lictors.
Tyranids.
Yep, these little squad of lictor guys.
Someone did a thing with a word embedding in a neural network or whatever, and it turned for dumb mechanical reasons, it had to turn all the words into like 20-dimensional numbers. But if you added dog to dog, if you added the numerical value of dog to the numerical value of dog, you got Pitbull. Making Pitbull the doggiest of dogs. So if we're adding Tyranid to Tyranid, I think we would get these things.
Yeah, they are definitely.
Yeah. Or Tyranid troops to Tyranid troops, we get these things. Sorry, I'll stop.
I love the Lictor vibes.
Oh, the Scythian talons are just absolutely amazingly done. I love them on the Death Leaper that we saw recently as well. That's like full size Lictor. But yeah, there's so much personality in these little leaping things.
Yeah, and again, the whole unit is on one sprue.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think that
they might be the elites in the big boxes.
Yeah.
Or the Neurogwiggles might be.
I mean, the troops would definitely be the Termagants. So, but let's have a look at the.
Absolutely.
Okay. So here, these are the.
Oh, I keep forgetting about these things.
Barbgaunts. Barbgaunts, is that what they're?
Barbgaunts, something like that.
Hang on. Right. Barbgaunts.
Do that one, right?
There we go. That have grown.
Okay.
Shoulder mounted. Hang on. Oh, that was just my phone. Yeah, it's like shoulder mounted bioweapons, which is a pretty cool thing. Although I can't imagine they'd be quite as maneuverable, since they've got 2 of their 3 limbs on the left-hand side kind of hooked into them.
Yeah, they are very much kind of take a stance and then fire.
Yeah, which is it's a unit that the Tyranids. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, viewers, but it's I think that most of the like heavy firepower from the Tyranids has been from larger monsters. And not Gribblies like these. So.
So has to have some small heavies.
Yeah, so these will be maneuverable, and they can get up the table pretty quick, even if they're hobbling because they've got. Yeah. But yeah, that is that's all of them on one sprue as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
So that's the whole unit. And now let's take a look at the next one, which is the
Neurogribblies.
Neurogons. This is
Neurogons.
I like that.
I think these may be like either the update or like an alternative to the Hormagaunts, because they're melee based gaunts basically.
But these are like more psychically powered, though.
Yeah.
They've got whatever the big crunchy parasite is, but I don't remember what that does.
Yeah, it's just like a kind of connection to the hive mind or something.
Yeah, it'll be synapse related.
Synapse, yeah.
They do like a synapse.
Oh, are they able to travel farther and function with less supervision because of it?
I think so. I think they act like kind of mobile beacons, really.
Yeah. Yeah, you got your main dude there, which is unusual for a NID unit to have like a leader.
Boss?
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Let's have a look at the sprues.
Okay, and
nope.
No, that's not them. I've gone.
Try again.
That would.
No, that is the
That's the Barbgaunts again. Next one.
Barbgaunts, and that's the. Yeah,
Neurogons.
There we are.
Neurogants.
The
Nebbies.
The parasite bugs.
So is it's just that one then?
Yeah, it's that one sprue. Hang on.
They all seem to be like 2-part, really.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that might be like a double up thing. I mean, I think is it? I can't really count how many are on there.
Go click on the button on the left. No, the other left button.
That one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that could be, yeah. many are in there?
Let's have a
Count the heads.
So it
we'll
shows
go
10
here.
in the squad there, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's like with the Infernus Marines that it's 2 of the same sprue.
Yeah.
It could be, but I feel like the poses are wrong. I feel, well, there's the leader, first of all, who's big. Now I really want to know.
Let's have a look at the sprue again.
No, that one. No.
No.
That one.
There we go. There could conceivably be 10 on there.
Yeah. Maybe. It's just there's so many limbs and everything, it's hard to tell which is...
Yeah.
So
what else do we have then?
Okay, and then the classic with an update, the Termagants, which...
I count 10 mouths. I'm looking at the sprue and I count 10 mouths.
10 mouths, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think, is this 4 on the sprue? Are there 12 in the box?
Oh, this one,
there
the
are 20.
Termagants, there's 4 on this sprue and then, like... Wait, what?
I think there's 20 in the box. 20...
Weird, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and there's rippers as well on the.
And rippers as well. So this sprue's got 4 on. What's the other got on it then?
I will let you know in just a moment. Okay, and this one. Okay. So there are 2 separate.
Oh hell!
2 different sets of sprues.
Is that 2?
So it looks like we'll get one of the sprues with 4 guys on it, and then 2 of the sprues with 3 guys on it.
Yeah.
Which is just math I don't think anyone wants to do at this point in their life.
Go back. That and that. Yeah, 3 sprues.
Okay, 3. So it's 4 on there.
4,
3 on there.
And then 3 on the next one. That's 10. So you get 2 of each sprue. Okay.
Yeah. But also, it's not just Termagants. Like the plastic Termagant kit that was the modern one up until this is coming out. You get Ripper swarms with it as well. So it's 2 units in one set.
I adore the idea that that's related to Pokemon being popular when this kit was originally developed.
Oh dear. Well, yeah. I mean, it looks.
Cow get drones. Tyranids get rippers, and Black Templar get neophytes. Everyone brings a pet to the fight.
I mean, Termagants are something that there's enough of them that probably some people would appreciate, like multi-part posable kits, because they want everyone to look separate. But a lot of people are just going to go, I just want to build these and like paint them as quick as I can. So,
yeah. I mean, the thing is, if there's 3 sprues and you're getting 2 of each, then you've got 10 individual poses.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So there is some variety.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, obviously, you get the extra unit in there, which is really cool.
I'm sure if you're determined enough, you could do some like reposing of those arms. They don't look, apart from the guns could be tricky to manage, but you could probably get a bit of variation in there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you cut the pegs off, that's always the easiest option.
The bad guys have never gotten a troops box for their troops. We had some easy to build zombies for the Death Guard, but we didn't get like a. I mean, the Death Guard, it was like zombies or Plague Marines, and I think the Plague Marines did get a multi-part kit, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did. They had an easy to build kit. It was just 3 of them. And I think that kit was basically to bump the ones up in the 8th Ed box set to a 10-man squad as opposed to a 7.
But there was no easy-to-build chain rasp. Sorry, there was no multi-part chain rasp. There was no multi-part Necron warrior. There was no multi-part stab gits or whatever they're gut slitters, gut rippers.
Well, they want like a faction that's not Imperium to have just a basic option. that you just need to build the models and paint them and put them on the table, rather than think like,
they're
I want
not
this
Space
option and this
Marines.
option.
The issue is that they're not Space Marines.
That's true, but like, look
I
at
think
Tyranids.
there could be an element that they don't need to make a second mold.
Yeah, people paint like hundreds of models for their Tyranid armies, like just a simple kit that's got a few parts that you shove together that looks nice and has some variation. That's fine, I think.
Yeah.
My thinking of why they get so many Space Marines isn't just that the Space Marines sell really well. It's also that because they sell really well, they have to replace the molds, and it takes what, like 2 weeks to get a CNC machine to build a mold, and it's something like 1,000 pounds or 10,000 pounds worth of tungsten drill bits to make the mold. So they may as well hedge their bets and start making multi-part boxes along with these to try and make their numbers safer. So that's sort of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know the exact working of it, but
it's probably not exactly right.
See, I'm thinking that this could end up with just an individual release, because it's so similar to the previous box.
These guys on their own are totally going to be out there in the wild.
Yeah.
The question is, will it be 10 models or 20?
It's interesting because
10 in a box, but...
because the previous one that I bought, and it's I've got them somewhere. I need to strip them down and paint them and everything, put them on 28mm bases for some absurd reason, but there were 16 in the box, and you had different weapon options as well. So yeah, I'm wondering if this will be like the multi-part one. They keep the old one and just swap out the bases in the thing, like they did with all the Space Marine range when they switched over to 32mm from the 25s. So yeah, and it's like with the orcs as well. You've got both orc boys kits that are available. They haven't discontinued the old one because I think they know that that's just a much better kit for an orc player, where you can just customize everything. So you've kind of got an easy put together in you got 1 or 2 weapon options, but everything's pretty much straightforward and easy, and then you've got something that's a bit more customizable. So it'd be interesting to see what happens.
More than enough about orcs.
Well, is that all of the Tyranids then?
That, I believe, is all of the Tyranids. So yeah.
By the time this comes out, Leviathan's not going to be far off. Hope everyone's ready for it.
This should be coming out the day before Leviathan drops. So there's going to be a lot of people...
We're talking to you from the past.
There's going to be a lot of people tonight, as of tonight when this goes out, that are going to be queuing outside gaming stores. And I hope that they do have enough for everyone. Fingers
crossed. We've seen some issues so far, but
this
I think the release didn't go smoothly, and everybody can have whatever they want, and it still did seem to require hunting around and doing some amount of effort to spend your money if you wanted the thing.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's reasonable to complain that Games Workshop and 3 or 4 others were sold out.
Yeah.
And at least one place wanted to sell more and put in an order and was told up until the last minute, you're not getting it. And people then go back and say, well, they're mad because the place was doing pre-orders before pre-orders were officially open.
Yeah.
And it wasn't technical. It was barely within the confines of their contract. They should have known better. It's like they're obeying the contract.
Yeah.
However,
anyway,
it was through them that I managed to get my copy. So I'm not going to be.
No, I'm
not going to be too critical of them because I haven't got it yet.
I'm not trying to be critical
last thing
of them. I think they're trying to do something that removes the requirement for the customer to flagellate themselves in order to buy the product. They ran a list. They said, if you want it, get on this list. People got on this list, and then they wouldn't have to get up at like 10 a.m. on Saturday and hit refresh. They could, I was off babysitting. They could go off and babysit their friends going through chemotherapy rather than hang out on the website. And then Games Workshop was like, no, we don't like that you did that. We want people to show their dedication, not just...
We'd feel better if we saw trampling.
Yes. Anyway, I think before we get sidetracked into a completely different topic,
I think we should wish everybody. We should wish everybody who is.
I hope you all feel better than I felt last episode.
Cool.
Good luck to everybody who is waiting on cold doorsteps. It's not going to be cold doorsteps, is it? It's like end of June.
If it doesn't work, remember you've already got models at home that you used to love and wanted to paint. just go touch them. They'll feel a little bit more real, and you'll get distracted and paint them.
Oh.
And also, there's eBay.
Lovely.
No.
Well, we've been Bleeding Tree Gaming.
Yes, we have.
It's been great, and we will see you soon with more Leviathan videos.
Oh, definitely more Leviathan videos. Milk the cow.
Take care and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.